Good evening, and welcome to More Moments with Jesus. Tonight is Halloween, so all the kids are out doing the celebration. I can remember when I was a kid, used to love to go around, see how many pillowcases we could fill up with all kinds of treats, and I guess we did a few tricks too. But in those days, it was, you could walk around the streets without care. Today, it's a little different story. Parents have to be very concerned. Um, because there's a lot of people out there that can do harm to you. In fact, many of the churches, they do what they call a trunk or treat, where they have cars in a circle and they have the treats in the car trunks in the church parking lots. And the members bring their children there to do the trick or treat, which is a good idea. It's a lot safer. And so I don't know, but I wish everyone a happy Halloween. The world is still pretty mixed up, split right down the middle. And we got elections coming up November 6th. We all have to go to the polls. I'll be voting a straight Republican ticket this year, and probably every year after seeing what the Democrats and how they behaved in this last few months really was disappointing that actually Americans could actually behave that way towards other Americans. I mean, I can understand, political debate and, you want to win certain things, but the methods used, they don't justify any means, in my opinion. And they're pretty disgusting, really. And then we have all these immigrants that are trying to get up to our country. They've already been offered, you know, help from Mexico and the other countries, and they're refusing. No, they want to go to the United States. And the president is not going to, he's going to do everything in his power to stop them. And I say, thank you, Mr. President. It's about time somebody did it. I understand that the law is weak. Congress has kept it weak to flood our country with illegals. They don't want to come in the legal way. It's too long. And they want them in there now. And look at all the help they get. I mean, you look at these people, they're riding on big tractor trailers. Somebody's paying for that. Tractor trailer drivers don't just give free rides like that. Otherwise, the homeless would be traveling all over the United States. So somebody's financing this whole charade. And they want to flood this country with as many different ethnic groups as possible to where nobody knows who's who, where there's no laws, no rules, bring it down to a third world country. There's no organizations where you can do anything you want to do. You want to go out and shoot somebody in the head, just walk away, it's okay. Hey, I don't think Jesus would approve. He's watching. And I think some people, I can't believe they actually can sit there and say they believe, as a Christian, they believe in Christ. And then would turn and do some of the things. If they're Democrats and those people are way out on the left, they've gone so far out there you can't even see them anymore. They're way extreme. I actually saw a video in California They actually have a cannibal club where they eat human flesh. I don't know what to say on that one. I am absolutely 100% sure Jesus is in agreement with that one. I can't believe, you know, and right in the advertisement, who's in the advertisement promoting the club because she's a member? Chelsea Clinton. How the Clintons could even, I don't care if their daughter is over the age of 21. If my child ever did that, I'd get in their face real hard, you know. Unless maybe I agreed with, yeah, that's great. Let's just all become cannibals. We don't need a food supply. We got a food supply all around us. We just eat people. Unbelievable. That was one in California. I think there's others. I think one they said I think there was one in New York. I don't know. It was so disgusting. It just happened to come up on one of the videos, and I don't doubt it in a second. Are you going to see that on all your mainstream? No. And you watch these people. I've watched the CNN and the ABC and the MNBC. They show clips of them, and these people are just totally twisting the truth to benefit the extreme left cause. And you know why? And if you can't figure out why, then you better go just hide in the woods somewhere. Because if the Democrats get in, this country's going to go communist. This whole 2018 election is: are we going to be a communist nation, or are we going to be a free nation? I'm telling you. If you vote Republican, you're going to be a free nation. You vote Democrat, you're going to end up a communist nation. But these people, the reason they do this is money. I heard that it came right out and said it, that one of the women, journalists there, I forget which news media, it didn't matter, mainstream media, she's just a worker. She had a 5-year contract for $5 million. Now, if you're working for somebody and they're going to give you $5 million and they hand you something to read, and inside your heart you say, oh, that's not right, and you want that $5 million, what are you going to do? You're going to read that just like it's written. So it's the people behind all these journalists that are up there that are controlling the narrative that they want. They're just using these people. And these people have sold out for the money. $5 million. It's $1 million a year. $1 million a year to sit there and lie to your fellow Americans. You actually just don't care about America. You don't care about it. Get out of it. Go live in another country. I'm sure you'll be really accepted there. It's unbelievable. So, what do I got? I'm at 9. So anyway, I want to share my inspiration today from Jesus. This is great. Because you better believe this, because it's the actual truth. 100% truth. People say, it isn't. But I know it is. I will continue to say it is till he brings me home. And he's the only one that can set up how I'm going home. He already knows how I'm going home. And I say home to him. And his words were this today, October 30th. I am with you. I am with you. I am with you. 3 times. Heaven's bells continually peal with that promise of my presence. Here's a sad line. Some people never hear those bells because their minds are earthbound and their hearts are closed to me. Now that person, those people, I feel deeply sorry for. Deeply sorry. I know I was in that crowd for a while. I had no idea. And then 18 years ago, with the greatest blessing that I didn't deserve, he came to me and told me he loved me and that I was to follow him. And I've been trying to do that for the last 18 years, and I got whatever time left. I offered him, I'll stay till the last minute of time to be in your service. And I definitely will. Should he need that? He might need me just to, I don't know. I don't get many views because I don't go after, I don't have advertisers. I don't want them. I don't need that money. I have all the money that the world that exists in the world. I'm richer than Mr. Soros. Because see, I have Jesus. And I read an article with him. He's an atheist. He doesn't believe in Jesus. Now, he can't be really an atheist because an atheist has to believe there is a God to not believe in a God. So he's really, when he says there is no God, he can't say that because he has to believe there is one to not believe in one. He should call himself an agnostic. Then he believes there's nothing. And he's a globalist. It's war between the globalists and the patriots. It's actually, in reality, a war between the devil and the Father, Yahweh, Jesus' Father. It's been that way ever since the Garden of Eden. And people can argue about the Bible and what it means and all. It's surface facts and there's deep level facts. If he opens your eyes and ears, you'll get some of the deeper facts that he wants you to have. And it's all to help you. Everything in your life, there is no coincidences. Everything has been planned out by him. He knows, the devil knows that too. Still trying to win, but the devil's allowed to do what he's doing because Yahweh's already planned what he'll do. And Yahweh already knows when he's going to be defeated. And Yahweh already knows when the last minute is. Even Jesus didn't know that. Now, he knows it now, of course. Okay. What have I got? Oh, I'm at 13. Try to keep these around 15 because they're easy to people, don't have to hang in for an hour. Although I could talk for, I hope, the rest of my life. He said, now others hear the bells only once or twice in their lifetimes, in rare moments of seeking me above all else. Okay, that could be me. I've at least heard his voice once, an actual voice. My wife was right in the room with me. She didn't hear the voice, but I heard the voice. I can tell you, when God tells you he's real, you know God's real. The peace, love, and joy that you feel answer all questions, right? And every word in that Bible is truth. It's been manipulated, but things have been left out of it. And, but only the way God has allowed it to happen. Otherwise, he wouldn't have allowed it to happen. A lot of believe that Trump is president because God allowed it to be. Actually, in Revelations, there's a line in there that says, the last trump. Doesn't say trumpet, it says trump. So there's nothing going to happen to Mr. Trump that Yahweh doesn't approve of and allow to happen. Okay. My desire is that my sheep hear my voice continually, for I am the ever-present shepherd. Now, to hear his voice continually, you really got to put forth some effort. Okay? You got to give up everything in the flesh world. Doesn't mean you're still not going to be in the flesh world amongst it, but you've got to give it up. I think that's my personal. Because then you would be able to hear his voice continually. Quietness is the classroom where you learn to hear my voice. So you have to become quiet. And if you're in the flesh world with all the distractions and things we do each day because we think they're absolutely necessary, there is nothing more necessary than sitting quietly and listening to the Lord. Don't you think he knows that you're doing that? Because he does. You may hear nothing. You may try that for 20 years and not hear nothing. And then all of a sudden, you hear his voice. Bingo. Instant born again conversion. Instant. Fast. And praise Jesus. Thank you, God. Okay. Beginners need a quiet place in order to still their minds. As you advance in this discipline, you gradually learn to carry the stillness with you wherever you go. So it's discipline of practice, just like in anything else in the flesh world. Great baseball players, any sport, they don't become great in the world's eyes unless they practice continually. Okay, when you step back into the mainstream of life, strain to hear those glorious bells. I am with you. I am with you. I am with you. And you do hear, it's not the same as the voice I heard the day 17, 18 years ago. But it is, you know, that what just happened, wherever you're at, whatever the circumstances he put in your life, that it came from him. It lets you know. It's really quite a bonus for us to be able to know that. Because I lived too much of my life not knowing that. Now I have to, try to convey that to everyone. Do they listen? Or they not? They're polite. Yes, I know. Okay. But the words in the Bible, you go in, you say, love God with your whole heart, your whole soul, and your whole mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. Now, when you do that every single day, when they asked Jesus what the greatest commandment was, that was the greatest commandment. He said that encompasses everything from the beginning to the end of the Bible. You wouldn't even have to read any of the Bible. Just practice that. just loving him because he loves us unconditionally. All right, I got 19. I got to shut it off. Have a great night. Love, joy, and peace. Remember, God loves you. Take some more moments with Jesus. Spend time with him. Discipline yourself to take that quiet time. Believe me, he appreciates it immensely. And he will let you know that. All right. Bye-bye.